Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. We're currently, of course, carrying on playing as Estonia. Let's load the game and let's carry on from the last point. You might remember that in the last episode we were working on, basically doing more with our Air Force and, of course, also our Navy. Now, I've set up plans, as you will see here, to basically do an invasion of Iceland. Hope to be able to gain control of that. And then from there, of course, we can basically potentially even go into Greenland and so forth. Denmark is currently occupied by the Germans, but Greenland still seems to be free. Then again, Iceland is also free, but it's basically, in no one's control at present. So we got two sets of armies set up here. These guys are all prepared here to basically engage whoever it might be on that particular front. We got the the Spanish border, I should say, also occupied here. And these guys are going to the position to be able to do the invasion of Iceland. Then, of course, we also got on the other side of Turkey here, we got divisions positioned. We don't actually have any engagement with the Turks as of yet. So the British as well as the Germans seem to guarantee the independence. Interesting. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to make of that at the moment. So as you can see, we're basically doing substantial amounts of convoy raidings. Nine convoys were lost. Wow. That is nice to see. Just makes you wonder how many convoys they actually have that they can actually deal with such losses here continuously. This is someone on the Mexican side. Is that Mexican flag? It looks like. Why is Hungary justifying against us? Hold on. Greater Hungary is justifying against us, really? Not sure how that works, but okay, we're in 1942 still. So let's have a quick look. So we basically just got the next torpedo set up and running. So we are, we're nowhere near. Okay, that's fine. Overlord ship, whatever you want to call that. This is the cruiser hulls that we're talking about. Now, if we're basically looking at this, is this also used by submarines? No. Is this used by submarines? Probably. Are we? Yeah, we can actually go for this one. Prep time for invasions is reduced with that. Again, we're basically killing more ships. German Reich caves to Hungary. Okay. Hold on. How did they cave to Hungary? I don't know. So the Romanians, are they currently part of the Axis? Yes. The Slovaks are part of the Axis. The Hungarians are part of the Axis. So we're all part of the Axis in some way or another. Italy, as you can see, is substantially bigger than it usually is. Looks like Montenegro is independent and part of us as well. Albania is independent, it looks like. I'm not sure yet what to make of the actual guys over here, though. Their opinion of us is relatively okay. If I look at the Turks, though, their opinion is negative. Could we get basing rights? No, we got docking rights here already. These guys, on the other hand, negative again. Positive, negative. But that, of course, is these guys are fascist. These guys are mostly non-aligned. Yep. Okay, so how's our invasion prep going? I still need to do a little bit of prep there, it looks like. But yeah, as you can see, we do have everything else in place. So did the Germans here take the... Is that the Orkneys? No, it's the Faroe Islands. Quality over quantity. We have an advantageous casualty ratio, having inflicted at least 1 million enemy casualties. Okay, that's good. So they're losing stuff there. They're losing stuff there. Hold on. These are Liberians, I guess. Then we got, of course, these... Ooh, we did lose a submarine here. Let's have a quick look at actually what's happening here. So we got one new submarine that's available there. If I look at this one, we could potentially reinforce that one there. I don't want to take over all of them. I want to take over one of them. Well, let's leave that be for now. Anyways, the Gulf here, we keep on basically inflicting casualties on the enemy. And we do have a shortage of rubber. We can get some from Portugal. These guys are just not delivering, so these guys are not delivering. These guys are, they are delivering. We still got a shortage of 3, so that should, in theory, alleviate it. Ah, of course, when you pause, that doesn't help. So what does it say? 0 out of 5, and then here we got delivered different numbers. I'm getting a bit confused here. So let's say these guys... They could potentially export 6. We're basically now asking for the 6 to be delivered. It swings back and forth somewhat, doesn't it? Okay, so that should get us positive again. This shouldn't be intercepted at all. That will potentially be intercepted. So we basically mark these as basically being the ones that we shouldn't be entering as such, which as far as I'm concerned is fine. Again, we basically took more convoys out and more yet again. If we look again at our land armies, these guys, are they ready to do the invasion? No, 25 days in only. So where are we in terms of other research? We're improving our weapons. In terms of our trade, we're doing all of this. That's fine for now. In terms of our production, we've got a substantial positive balance here in terms of support equipment. We're still working on improving our fighter pool itself, and we only got a very, very small amount of reinforcements needed here, it looks like. Artillery, we do need some extras as well. Trucks, we seems to be okay for now. But yeah, we do need to basically work, of course, on the improved submarine. So that's the Mark IVs that we're seeing there. So I guess all of these are positive, so that's fine. I took out 4, 5, 4, 5. Here, we basically did lose something at some point. Look at that, 12 destroyers were taken out. Again, more convoys. In reality, I'm not too concerned about those convoys, but I'm more concerned about the fact that we potentially lose ships in certain places, like we did not here. Where did we lose ships? Oh, we lost a ship here. Yeah, but that's a substantial fleet that they basically brought in there. Look at all this. So basically bringing more factories online as well. More and more factories coming online. And of course more naval facilities as well, dockyards. As you can see, we can modify the officer corps if we wanted to. We can add someone else to here. So we got the cavalry option, we got the fleet logistics, maximum naval range is improved by 10%. Yeah, okay, not ideal, but okay. We'll leave that be for now. In here, as you can see, we can of course go for the radio propaganda, which will basically give us 5% additional war support. This will basically work at giving me 0.6. Let's go for that one. 0.6 on a weekly basis. Now that means that this number, of course, is steadily growing. All of these are basically positive. Why are they not listed as raids like this one here? I'm a bit confused. So again, yes, they are taking out ships of various different sorts. Look at that. 2 cruisers, 10 destroyers, and 3 other things. Okay, cool. I can live with those kind of results. So what's the difference? These are naval battle results. Ethiopian operative captured. Lovely. Okay, we can basically, of course, introduce paramilitary stuff there, which I'm going to be fine without. So we're seeing our war support stands at 52 at the moment. I thought that these weekly war support combat casualties plus 0.6. I'm not sure why we're not seeing those actually doing much. Well, maybe there is a bit of a rise, but it's a slow going. Wow, okay, that's really slow. Okay, so we got another one here. Docked in Leningrad. So we basically got that one operating there. We're going to reinforce that with that one. We should really not have any fleets of that small size operating anywhere. So Mediterranean here, we got areas which we just cannot reach at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. So these guys, they are active. Are they still there? They are still there. When are they actually going to move? What are we waiting for? Division still preparing. Really? How long is your preparation going to take? So we got 7 of them. 7, yeah, fine. Doctrine is available in the air side. So we basically got 102. Strategic bombing, and this will basically do my intercept chance boosting. Ground support. Yeah, I can work with that. All of these have been positive, so that should of course mean that we basically get naval experience. And you do see the naval experience steadily increasing here. Alright, anti-tank weapons have been released. So we're in December here, as you can see, 1942. All right, we're still working on that there. Here, of course, we do have various different bits and bobs involved. I could, of course, boost a number of these already. If you look at this one here, potentially, that's a quite nice one to boost. And if you actually look at the composition of some of our units, so for example, this one here, we probably want to add into there a field hospital, and we can, of course, also add the engineering corps into there. We got the experience for that anyway, so that's fine. It just, of course, means that they basically grow a bit in size. Okay, so we got 7 of them there. I need 14 transports now because of the size having been increased. Why is it not actually happening here as such? Hold on. So these three, I could potentially transfer them directly to there. Okay, let's do that first. Are these guys already in our hands? Is that it? No, they're fully independent. Ah. We're not at war with them, that's why. That kind of makes sense. You cannot do an invasion unless you're at war with someone. Sub-detection is boosted there, okay. Now we're in 1942, so we can actually start working on the, or 1943 now. We can work on that reactor. All of these have been positive again. Hold on. Why? Hold on. Ah, never mind. Okay, so once we basically have got that war target, we can of course work with that. Ireland. What's happening to Ireland? Ireland is neither on our side nor on their side, it looks like. They're independent or neutral. Okay, what's happening to our Air Force? Where have we got Air Force operating? We got quite a lot of Air Force operating here, as you can see. Let's operate in the Benelux here as well. Refinery boost. Battle results, nice. They should be able to reinforce that unit as well. I'm pretty sure I actually had given orders for that already, but that doesn't always seem to come through as such, which is a bit of a pity. Alright, still defending that territory here, as we can see. Yep, defending our core, perfect. There's of course this defending here. Still on the border with Spain here. And looks like the gap that they had here earlier, where there was not fortification in every location, has been resolved. Would have been great if that was different. Turkey. Turkey is pretty much surrounded by units, isn't it? Have we given orders to these? It doesn't look like we have. Or maybe we did. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do it like this. Alright. I cannot have these orders unless I first, of course, have a war goal that we basically can actually work with. In terms of our production, what's happening in terms of our production? As you can see, we're basically got more capacity here now. We're basically going through our productions of our submarines faster. It does require manpower, but it's not that substantial. As you can see, we basically are needed for upgrades. That means we do have a bit of excess in terms of airplanes. Not much. We got a surplus of 4. Trains. We got 16. Are we losing any trains? Ah, we got a new bit that we can do there. 1943. The latest version of the submarine, or the Marines. Declare war. Okay. They want to join the war, that's fine. Let's do our invasion here first. To be honest, I don't think they actually had any armies as such. Okay. 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 It's taking a bit longer than I expected, but yes, we're seeing our organization dropping because of all of that as well. But we'll get there. Okay, landing craft has been improved. If I'm not mistaken, because we're 1943, there's a few other bits we can work on as well. We're not doing anything with tanks, that's fine. We are basically able, of course, to work with our improved artillery. Look at the boost that we got for that. It's 37 days only, so that's well worth actually doing. So that's more convoys destroyed. Perfect. Here we lost 1 submarine. Wow, look at that. There's 20 submarines operating. Submarines, wow, those are good numbers, I'd say. And here we lost, what did we lose? We lost some cruisers and we lost some destroyers. Okay. Gibraltar. All right, let's keep our eye out here. Let's have a quick look at what actually we are able to do. We're actually operating in that area as well. We're operating in this area as well. And once we got all of this in place, we should, of course, be able to extend our range even further. We should then be able to say, yes, we're going to do it in that area as well. Engineering company has been upgraded, or at least we can do the upgrade there. Recon basically gives us additional recon, but yeah, it doesn't really do much for us. But I think this one would actually be quite beneficial. We can, of course, work on the austerity trains. I don't think we want to do anything with that, to be honest. But this will benefit us. We'll basically reduce our losses. Okay. So we can choose a new doctrine here. What does this do? All infantry recovery rated organizations boosted. Ah, okay. That is not a bad one, to be honest. Canadians got manhandled there. Iceland has capitulated. Cool. Cool. And as we can now see, they keep on trying to invade here, which as far as I'm concerned is fine. Look at that. We'll now see that we will continuously have different divisions that basically will try to invade here. And we keep on repulsing them. There are 4 combat results in that region, really? Wow. Maybe I need to remove this one from that list. It gets to be a little bit too dodgy, I would say. We are able to modify our officer corps once again. Plus, look at that, that's 64 now. Because we basically got less of negative war support, we basically will see the rest going up as well. This one will give us an additional 5%, which should, of course, lead to that being less negatively affected. Well, it's still not really in the range where we want it to be, but we'll get there. Okay, so what do we got here? I'd like to look at this land and say, well, I actually want to build another port, but then on this side. Key reason being, I think it's beneficial to have that in place for the very, very reason that I don't actually have to go to that part there. Let's make it 2. Let's make it double. By making it double, it just means that I've got better access to that. And what I also want to do, I want to basically build coastal fortresses here. Helps protect against naval invasions. Alright. So what's the infrastructure like over here? That's pretty good, the infrastructure. Look at that, that's like 100% already. It's like 5 out of 5. One thing we don't have here as of yet is, of course, a radar station. Doctrine improvements. Let's leave that off there for just a moment. Production-wise, we don't see an airspace here yet, do we? So let's build an airbase here as well. Again, that should be a relatively quick one to do. Atlantic Ridge, okay. Let's remove that for now. Air production. Is there anything else we could potentially do here? Axis Baltic. It reduces my consumer good factories, doesn't it? So that might be somewhat beneficial. Look at this. So we got 3 extras. So those are docked at Leningrad. Why are you docked at Leningrad? I'm not sure. These, Bay of Biscay, Denmark Strait. Okay, let's move them over there. Let's say they're docked there. We can of course go and do convoy raiding. as should be our missions here anyways. Perfect. That was a nice one. This is not too lengthy either, is it? So we can just as well basically carry on with that one. Nuclear reactors will take some more time. Industry liaisons help, of course, in the light aircraft research as well as the manufacturing, I believe. Integrated designers, ship modules, research speed is boosted. Joint tank development. Look at that. Hungary's got 9. Baltic, I will benefit from 21. Okay. Baltic research. Hungary and its allies cooperate in developing new tanks. And this is just generally for research, it looks like. Okay. Now, have I got a particular... Am I actually training any armies at the moment? I am training more Marines, as you can see. What's my main army composed of? As you can see, it's mostly D's, isn't it? So let's train a bunch of these. 6. I'm going to train 6 of those. Okay. So what are we waiting for with these guys? Not enough special forces cap. Okay. How much stock in terms of tanks have I got? I've got a negative stock here. How lovely. I can ban democratic parties. Why would I want to do that? The others are only losing support. So, okay, stability has improved here. That's nice. We're getting less negative effect of the war support there. This is helping quite substantially. We can, of course, work on improving work conditions. Gives me additional stability, but factory output is reduced somewhat. So it does 2 things. Increases consumer good factories, and at the same time it also reduces my factory output. Wow, that's like a double negative, isn't it? All these positive results here, so nice to see. If I look at my naval experience, so in terms of naval, we of course work on the naval doctrines. I can get this booster here. Advanced submarine warfare. I get additional hit points as well, which is really, really useful. Looks like this is now turning a bit sour over here. Danish belts. The Danish Strait, that's what they call the Danish Strait, okay. Okay. Again, if I set this to do convoy raiding as well. Okay, as you can see, we basically now got supplies running to there. Sorry, have we got supplies running to here? Really? Oh, it's the Germans that do that. Okay. It's not us. Whereas this one here is, yes, we are moving supplies from there to there. At least we're not taking them all the way from there, or are we? What's that blue line? Why we got a blue line running all the way over here? Ah, because we're importing stuff from them. Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes sense in that particular context. Aluminum. We're importing more than we need at the moment. Do we want to modify that? As you can see, I've got a positive amount here now. That's okay. We're needing that for upgrades. That's fine. Let's work on extra planes as well. We can work on extra factories, as you can see. Okay, let's repair that first. Why is that damaged? I've got no clue why that's damaged, but okay, let's at least repair it. So that one could be boosted because again that helps with the extraction. Of resources from there. So we own that territory here. So we might want to basically boost that as well. These are all at max, as you can see already. That's already at max. All right, as you can see, this is all still positive. Great, nice to see. We're doing so much in terms of convoy rating. It's nice to see that. We can modify our government. So we basically got a war economy already. That's fine. Export focus. Do I want to keep the export focus? Do I want to limit it? Construction speed is boosted with that. If I go to free trade, we would be exporting more stuff. Am I exporting a lot already? If I look at my exports here, that's 0. Aluminum, 0. This one, on the other hand, here I'm exporting a decent amount of, as you can see. A decent amount is being exported of my tungsten. Now I've got a total of 32. So 8 plus 8 is 16, 24. I'm exporting 24. This, I have 5 left. Now I've still got a surplus here, as you can see. We're using 82. So at the moment we're basically got a surplus of a decent amount. So if I basically look at the exact spread here, so that's 50%, that goes to 80%. Okay, and if I look at this one here, we're not exporting any chromium at the moment. Okay, so what's the key benefit of switching to that versus this? Construction speed is boosted, research speed is boosted, factory output goes up, dockyards output goes up. %. So if I basically lose 80% of my steel, let's quickly take out a calculator. $251 times 0.2 leaves me with 50, and I need 80. So I actually would be running a deficit there, a substantial deficit, which I'm not sure I would actually make up in terms of whatever other benefits I would get out of it as such. So we could go for the advanced artillery here. Would it be beneficial? Maybe, maybe not. Here we're in 1943, so I could actually go for this one already. The dispersed industry. I think that would be beneficial. Quite beneficial, I think. More convoys. Ooh, we can of course go for this one. Less than 0% war support, malus from casualties. Brings it up even further. Now this should only be a single one that we're producing here. Just the one. Okay, so we basically see that being reduced further. What does this do? Request access support. We lack the industrial capacity of Germany, but perhaps you'll be able to convince German officials to grant us some extra stockpiling equipment to better defend ourselves against the oncoming communist threat from the east. Okay, or Baltic Wall, which basically gets me additional fortifications, which I don't need, to be honest. This makes no sense to me as such. Again, more fortifications here. We set higher points for those. No surrender. Attack bonus against, which grants the Soviet Union. Attack bonus against country. And we basically get an additional boost in terms of defense. Here, who did we name the true enemy? Which grants towed or anti-tank. No, I don't need that. I'd love to do this, but I can't at the moment because I just am not the core controller of a lot of the states. Lapland. Estonia, Scandinavia. Seas, Swedish accents, okay. Secure the strait. Well, I could have done that potentially. I don't know. What do I want to do here? I can, of course, again boost my naval production. I think that's the best one. Get additional 20% output there. Yes, we are at war. We've only lost 110 in this one, as you can see. Most of those because of the United Kingdom. From there, are we at war with Denmark? Yes, we are. Is there a port here anywhere? There is not. If you look at that, that's got a capital. Are there any resources on there at all? No, but it would be a nice stepping stone towards this part of the United Kingdom. And that part of the United States is... Sorry, why is that here? Newfoundland, really? Why is that American? I'm not sure why. Interesting. All right, what's happening in terms of our navy here? Docked in wherever that is. There. Why are we keeping our ships at home? I can send them out there. Refit for an improved design. Okay, yes, great, but I haven't got an improved design. So are these... they're Russian designs. So do I actually have a design for destroyers as such? Okay. So 2 sets, okay. So I haven't got the points for that at the moment, but once I do, I could work with that. So we basically got our improved marines now, which gives me additional organization. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can of course work with this here. We get additional heart attack. And again, we get the next point along there as well. So that seems to be going down at the moment. Are we importing any oil? We are importing oil. I can boost my imports, as you can see, which does a lot for us. So Iceland is still fully ours. These guys do take their sweet time to be trained up, as you can see. Did I ever go for mobilize the veterans? Yes, no, I didn't. Let's get that done. Docked in Iceland. Right, basically I focused on these two areas here. Fleet logistics, that would potentially be quite useful, wouldn't it? Helps us basically make sure we got enough supplies coming in here. Oops. All right, hold on. Operating in a particular area. Where are you operating? Mid-Atlantic Gap. Okay, let's let you join them. Okay. We're docked in there. Okay, lovely. Sweet. We keep on basically destroying more stuff in the Atlantic. Fuel refining was boosted. That case goes even further here. 192 days. Now, if I look here, let's actually look over here for a second. Construction, we can actually boost that further as well. Now I can choose either the production efficiency cap boosted by 10% or retention. Production efficiency cap is boosted by 10% in both instances, it looks like. But here the growth is higher, here the retention is higher. Let's get this done. We got more of our allies working on that as well. So all good. All good. All right. These are basically being repaired in Seville. We're basically merging with the other bit of the fleet. More, why that looks more like convoys though, but never mind. Are these Greek? Or Are they Greek or is that basically what we got here, Icelandic? No, it's not Icelandic. It must be Greek. Look at this. They lost a few convoys. These are singular. Oh, there were other ships there, but no, nothing major, as you can see. We killed 3 of them there. To be fair, it doesn't really show much, does it? Victories. All victories thus far. Nice. $76. So we're basically gaining again here. Turkey joins the Allies. Interesting. What that means is we can basically now start our actual invasion there. Alright. You're with the Allies? Well, good luck to you then in trying to basically keep us out. Sorry, if you're with the Allies, why are we not at war? Oh, we got a non-aggression pact with them. Really? So, hold on. You haven't got a non-aggression pact with me, though. It's only with the Germans that you got a non-aggression pact. But, okay. Ah, hold on. So if I set these guys here to do a naval invasion, for example, from there to there, and then allocate them to there, and of course then execute that. Oh, hold on, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to take these guys back and put them back on that front here. Ha. You can forget about that working in your favor, but okay. Ah, yes, one of my fans had actually set turn off the day-night cycle. So where do we do that? If I look at my day-night cycle, so hold on. Day-night cycle, where is it? Reverse in high pixels, weather, reflection, shadow. Game. Where's the day-night cycle? Mode borderless, fine, that's fine. Fine, desktop. Okay, fine. Multi-sample, texture is high. I cannot set it higher than that. VSync, rivers, cities. High quality pixels, the weather, reflections. Is the weather I need to turn off? Oh, maybe it was the weather. Huh. I was looking for the day-night cycle. Okay. Alrighty. Ankara will be falling relatively quickly, I would say. Alright, let's not pause this, but let's carry this on. we're going to try to basically make our way all the way through here. There won't be much left of them, that's for sure. To some extent they're counting on the fact that we're not expecting an attack here. Let's push them further. Oh, that's interesting. Yes. We're defending this nicely. Oh, the Greeks are still operating there. Interesting. Alright, let's support that engagement there. This was, of course, a supply spot. I've got unassigned divisions. Okay, I'm going to basically do this with a new one. No commander as of yet. So what we're going to do with these guys here, we're going to set them to defend that territory there. Okay, I do want to basically get a nice general in place. Experience. Hold on. This guy's got a citation division organization. He's boosted and he's a part of the... Okay, whatever. Yep. This guy, he's got political connections, field citations, fine. So this guy is going to get that new one. Wow, okay. They're working their way southwards. The Italians have had to scramble to basically come back into there. Let's move all of these troops here forward. Okay. Yep, that's better. The tanks are no longer operating on their own. They're basically being supported by the infantry here now. Sweet. We, of course, got capacity for additional air force to come into play. Let's take some of our fighters. These guys are going for air supremacy. Yes. Improved speed of that. No surrender. We can always ask. Deploying, okay. At 2 o'clock today. All positive still, perfect. these advances here. Marissa. Yeah, but Turkey now regrets having joined. $1.2 years. It's in the negative. Now, why is it in the negative? That's a good question. I'm not sure. So we see we're basically still building more factories there. Murmansk, we basically, did we build the radar in Iceland already? Yes, we did. So 100% of Iceland, 7% of Denmark straight, 2% of Norwegian. Okay. This, of course, is a prime location for this here. Let's put all this into play as well. All those roads do have an advantage that they offer us. That's of course all to do with the extra benefit of getting more resources that offers us as well. Okay. Okay, we took out more convoys. Alright. Where is their capital moved to? Ah, there. Okay. Let's dive through there as well. I don't see much in terms of railroads here, to be honest. It's mostly in the western parts. Alright, we're down to 95,000 men. Where did we lose men? Okay, here. Look at this. Okay, I'm not quite sure where we're losing them, but okay. Looks like the Allies lost 6.88 already. Wow. Wow, okay. Some of these parties haven't been actually called into the war as of yet. Interesting. All right, we're 1 hour and 5 minutes in now. So in this particular episode, we basically took control of Iceland. It's now part of the Baltic Unitary State. Once I got the additional army units here, which I know I've set to come over, then of course we should have the defenses there properly in place. And I can actually then set these guys to no longer focus on the actual defense. I want to basically move them into the offense against Greenland. Hold on, let's delete that. Let's set that again. So we're basically going to do the invasion from here into Denmark, or the last bit of Denmark that's left here. That's really our next goal, so to speak. pretty sure I set a war goal for these guys here originally. Just make sure I execute that. Did that war goal disappear because we basically crossed over the strait? I'm not sure. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.